from Owasso, everybody, O-Town. Welcome into the program. Monthly feature series we're doing here on 2 News Oklahoma. Deep dive into an athletic department in our area. Dan, we are having fun with this franchise.
It's so much fun to learn about what makes each athletic department here in our region special. We're talking players that are here and have gone on to do great things, about coaches, about facilities, and about the history that makes each program unique. Owasso stands up there with the rest.
Yeah, here in Owasso, this town obviously has grown a lot in recent decades, and the athletic success and profile of this school has grown right along with it. State championship banners behind us, but then also the names of some great players on those banners.
The players have done so much for this high school. They brought home state championships, and they've helped make this place the special place it is. Oh, let's all cheer for Owasso High. Go Big Red, go Big White. The Great White North, Owasso, Oklahoma. Admission of 3,019 students. Owasso Public Schools is the 5th largest in the state. And they can play their sports, especially over the past 2.5 decades. 35 of the school's 46 championships have come since 2000. Who could forget football winning a title in 2017? Town waited 43 years for that gold ball. Or boys basketball bringing home its first championship trophy in 2024. Softball followed that fall. The Rams boast 12 cheer titles, but the crown jewel, baseball, 14 state championships, including some of the school's greats.
It's the 2-2 pitch, and a line drive to right field. It's going to be a base hit. 2 runs will score. Pete Cosma delivers.
Pete Cosma, Dylan Bundy, under the guidance of Larry Turner. Football has seen the likes of John Kolb, Aaron Colvin, and Paul Smith, while Shake Milton is in his 7th NBA season. One of only 2 two-time boys basketball Gatorade Players of the Year in school history, Jalen Magnati joined him this month. And Riley Boone, a 4-time national champion at OU in the Owasso Hall of Fame. The future is bright in the city without limits. Hail to our Owasso High, where Trails End meets the western sky.
All right, at each one of these stops, we sit down for a one-on-one with the head football coach. Here at Owasso, we sit down with a legend, Bill Blankenship. Second tour of duty for Bill. He retired just a couple of years ago. Antonio Graham came in, had a great season last year. They were this close to winning a state championship, losing by 1 point to Bixby in overtime. Graham leaves for his alma mater of Union. Bill steps right back in. At age 68, he just isn't done coaching. Is his mic level okay? You said when we talked to you after you took the job again.
Getting away has helped me get another handle on that I'm not quite done.
Can you maybe tell us exactly why?
Well, I just couldn't get away from it. I guess I don't do enough of the retirement life of, I'm not a golfer, and I wanted to be at practice. I wanted to go where my son was, over at BA, and so I'd hang out there. To say been there, done that, is a little too trite, but I don't need to come back here for me. I really feel like I've been given a platform and an opportunity to help make a difference with other people, and I want to do that.
The thing that I had in mind when we were going to talk to you today is I just really want to kind of understand your passion for coaching.
Stay on him. Don't come off too quick.
Your father was a coach, is that right?
He was. I love to tell the story that we lived on a road or in a house right on the highway as they come through Spiro. Cars would show up and people would come to the door. And I can't tell you how many times a young man, sometimes an older man, and he might have his son, he might have a grandson, he might have a daughter, and he said, I just want you to meet my coach. And I'm like, man, if I could ever do something like my dad did to impact young men like he must have.
And now this coach's son gets to coach with his son. Former Muskogee and Broken Arrow head coach Josh Blankenship joining the Owasso staff as offensive coordinator.
Don't ever miss if we beat you underneath.
It's been really good so far. It's really challenging for our program because he really does see it in a great way. I got to hang out with him most of last year. It was good for me to get out of my own path. And so how we're going to go about it, I think, will be even better than what we've done in the past.
Yep. You mentioned the 2 state championships. you did build something, in those 7 or 8 years. How different is it now versus when you showed up the first time?
Well, I think when you get a culture driven by the players, you've got something going. And that's where way different than 8 years ago. I don't have to convince our players that this is the way we need to do things. There is an Owasso way now. There is an expectation, and they help coach our young players and our new players to, this is the way we do it.
Does the Bixby thing feel in any way like it did when Jenks was on top and you were chasing them at Union?
It does to us, to me, because that's the hill we haven't gone over. We had fought that for a while when I was at Union with Jenks, just as you said. At some point, as much as it makes me want to grit my teeth and not want to admit, you just got to tip your hat, man. They got it going, and we're chasing those guys. Well, embrace it, and let's just put on more steam, man. We got to do it. We're close, but we've got to not ever let up because we've got to get back to the top. And I think we're showing that we're in it because we keep seeing them in the finals. I mean, the last 3 seasons, that's who we've had to face in our last game.
I'm struck by how rich the history of the last 25, 30 years of high school football is over here. And then how much a part of it you've been, and in different ways. Well,
I will tell you this, I have learned to be a very thankful person. And I regularly, I really do reflect and thank the Lord for just the experiences that I've gotten to be a part of. The excitement of full stadiums.
Yeah, and why stop being a part of that if you don't have to, right? I mean,
Well,
I don't want to compare it to a drug, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot to
Good
it.
stuff.
And I've told, Angie has scolded me a few times because I've said those locker rooms are like crack. And she says, well, how do you know? And I'm like, well, I don't guess I know, but I know it's addictive. I know that. I know I like being a part of it.
Bill, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Always enjoy talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. My thanks to Bill Blankenship. Nobody gives you a straight answer packed with wisdom quite like he does. Coming up next here on the program, another legendary coach. We catch up with 13-time state champion Larry Turner.
Welcome back to the program where we have made it outside on this beautiful spring evening. The numbers speak for themselves when you're talking Owasso baseball. 14 state championships. This place has seen multiple star Major League Baseball players, all under the guidance of Larry Turner.
How many years now for you, Larry?
48. 4 years come back as assistant with my old coach Melvin Spencer, and 44 as head coach.
Yeah.
Anthony, give us the ball.
For more than 4 decades, Larry Turner has worked the same 2 jobs, cutting grass for his lawn care company
You get out on a mower and you can clear your mind, solve all your problems.
and winning games as the head baseball coach at Owasso.
1,297 wins and 13 state championships.
Yeah.
And 7 or 8 runner-ups.
And it's lucky number 13 for the Owasso Rams.
People have asked before, what's your favorite state championship team or whatever.
Yep.
And
I was going to ask that.
well, you can't pick one over the other because to that set of kids, that's the most important thing in the world. And that's the greatest.
If you were to narrow all of that success, 4+ decades of success, put it in a nutshell, what would you say it's been?
The kids buy in. They believe in what we're trying to do, and it's not always about them. This is a team game, and they've been great about that.
Turner played at Owasso, the program's first ever All-State player and a part of the first state championship team in 1973. He's seen this town and this school change a lot.
We used to play down there where the Y is and have to chase foul balls out on 169. One of the moms said, if you'll quit making them chase foul balls, I'll give you $5 for every foul ball you lose, because I don't want somebody to get hurt. And so then right after that, they decided to build this field here and stuff. And so, but yeah, it's changed quite a bit. This is my office.
Turner's baseball office chock full of championship trophies, big league uniforms from former players,
Proud of this cat here, Brian Flynn.
and a half-century worth of memories.
I think we played that game at Norman.
Win number 1,000 came with his son Dodger on the mound.
Dodger and I, whenever we won state championship in 2015.
The continuity within Turner's program, unheard of.
So he was my roommate in college and
that right?
teammate. Coach Holloman was my roommate and teammate in college. We played together. And I'm just one of those guys that I don't always look at something maybe greener on the other side or, the unknown. Felt like they've treated me very well over the years, and I've never looked to go anyplace else.
This year's team is 14-1, just brought home a tournament title from Lakeland, Florida. Turner's been a part of state championship teams at Owasso in the 1970s.
70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020s.
And even at age 70, he won't rule out the possibility for another in the 2030s.
I grind every day. I can't sit still. I'm just one of those guys that I really still enjoy being at the ballpark and love being around these kids. And so, I'll do it as long as the good Lord's willing and they'll have me.
Oh, my man LT is one of a kind. All right, coming up next here on the program, we hit the track with an Owasso athlete looking for a three-peat. All right, they have some wonderful athletic facilities here at Owasso, and I believe this is the newest, alongside Athletic Director Zach Duffield. Tell us a little bit about this brand new track.
Yeah, this track facility, Caden, has been one of the things we haven't touched on this campus. It was put here in 1982.
Oh, wow.
And so when our most recent bond was able to come in and just totally change the way this looked. We had some small bleachers over on the far side. So our finish line was over there. We were able to flip it and put bleachers over here, and obviously buildings, timing buildings, training rooms, really make it a first-class facility for our kids.
I know everybody's always trying to do a little bit more, but facility-wise, it seems like you guys have to be in a pretty good place to serve your kids and give them the tools.
Yeah, we're in a great place. We have a great community that supports us. I think part of it, too, is just the way this campus was set up way back when, and it was way out in the middle of nowhere, and people got a hard time a lot because why are you building a school out there? And now we're landlocked. We basically used every inch we have.
All right, Zach, one of the things you were telling me is a little bit unique about Owasso. You have a lot of former students and athletes that have come back to become coaches here.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Larry Turner leading our baseball program.
Yeah, it's a good
Shane
one.
Eicher, softball, won a state championship this year. Steve Parker's our track coach.
Uh-huh.
Kendall Woodward, our girls basketball coach. Meg Kennett is our volleyball coach. Lexi Johnson, our girls golf coach. So I think it's really been unique. They want to come back and they want to pour into kids like people poured into them when they were here.
What makes that a little bit different?
We talk a lot about Owasso being a small town, but all grown up. We're one of the bigger schools in the state. So now we act like it, But I think going into it is we're still Owasso. We still have that small town feel, and that's what makes it special.
Zach, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for showing us around.
Absolutely.
No question, you have done a fantastic job here at Owasso. One of the state champions under Zach's watch, Bella Nelson. She uses this track each and every day. Here's Dan with a Gatorade Player of the Year.
Caden, thank you. We are here with the Oklahoma Girls Cross Country Gatorade Player of the Year, Bella Nelson. Bella, how does it feel to be the first person in Owasso history to win such a prestigious award?
I mean, it's awesome. It's such an honor to have that title and also, show other people here that it's a possibility and that you're able to do it. But yeah, it's a great feeling.
Your journey to get here is so interesting. You just moved here from Colorado a couple of years ago. Your dad was a coach. What did you know about Owasso and Oklahoma whenever you moved here?
We didn't know much about Oklahoma running in general, but we saw that they won state in 2022. Once we saw that, we kind of were like, this might be the program that I want to run for. But yeah, we looked around a lot of schools, but I'm happy we landed on this one for sure.
I'll say so. We look over here at the state champions and 800 meter, 1600 meter, back-to-back state champions. I'm assuming you're going for a third this spring.
Yeah.
You're committed and signed to go to Oklahoma State next year. So when did you know that this was something that you were going to be good at and something that you wanted to push for the rest of your life?
Yeah, so my dad, he had his own little pretty good running career, and I just grew up around the sport, and a bunch of my leaders in life and mentors ran, and I kind of was born into the sport in a way, but developed my own love for it late middle school years, and then once I got to high school, it just kind of was awesome.
What about this facility? I mean, it just opened. How is something like this help runners and help the future of Owasso track cross country?
The facility is awesome. I've never had a facility like this even back in Colorado, so it's an honor and a blessing to be able to have this. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm very thankful for it.
So what's the next month and a half look like? When's state track meet, and how do you qualify for those track events to maybe go 3P?
Yeah.
800, 1600.
The state meet is I think early May, and then to qualify you have to be top 3 in your event at regionals. And so yeah, the goal is to go win it again, and I think I have good odds to do that. So.
All right, Bella. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Is this the slowest you ever walked on the track?
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't think we broke any speed record times walking over here. That's Bella Nelson, Owasso cross country and track. We're back with more right into this.
Welcome back to the program, everybody, for the final time here in Owasso inside the O-Arena. We really did think that Brian Montnati and these Rams might hang yet another championship banner this year. Came up just shy in the state quarterfinals.
Yeah, ran into a hot team in Deer Creek, a team that ended up winning the 6A state championship. But as they got this run started, Brian Montnati opened the doors, let us in to see what he's like before, during, and after a basketball game.
So we're superstitious. This is what we walk outside. December, January, a couple weeks ago, it gets a little dicey. This walk is a little cold. All right, let's meet our guests. All right, first graders. What's your guys' Owasso? White. Owasso White. Defense, got to get stops. Can't be sloppy. I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm not going to blow smoke. You're better than them, all right? We can't be sloppy tonight. We got to jump on them from the tip. You seniors, this is the last 2 opportunities you guys get to play in Owasso. Last time we get to play on the east side, all right? Got to come out ready to play. Give the people something that they want to travel for. Good. Rebound basket, Jalen Montanotti. Remember that conversation we had about you playing at another level?
Yeah.
Right now, you're the best athlete out on the floor, right? But tomorrow, you're going to be better. We can't be out of control. You know what I'm saying? Slow down and play faster. All right? Good job. Can't pick up any bad habits, all right? You're playing against the game. Not the opponent, you're playing against the game. Come on. Good, Cole. And birthday cards, right? You got my birthday card, right? Good pass, Cole. Great pass, Kobe! You ever seen the Tasmanian Devil? That's what you look like right now. There's good things that come out of it, but there's bad things that come out of it too because everyone around you's tore up. Does that make sense? Slow down. No one can stop you. You guys know elephants don't like mice, right? You guys know that? You never knew that? I thought it was a myth. No, it's true. So my thing with you is this, right? They're underneath you. You can't see them, right? Catch and face. Now you're looking at him. Boom, one hard move, and then you counter back in over the top. Let's go. Let's go. Second half. Crew, great minutes. Great minutes, crew. That is his first dunk, ain't it?
He's been calling for a year. Tip dunk. Yeah. I told y'all what it was going to be.
They want me, not you. They want me, not you.
Hey, last time we played one-on-one, I beat them 11-0.
Bro, don't lie. Willie's the greatest official that we have in Oklahoma. I'm telling that in the mic, Willie. Hey, get your trash. Get your trash. First one's always good. Now we're down to this. We're down to this. Got to lock in now, all right? They're going to get harder and harder as we go, all right? All right, let's get out of here. Here we go. Rams up top. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm Brian Montanotti, and that's Inside Access with Owasso Basketball.
You've been here almost 2 decades now.
Yeah.
Did anything stand out whenever
I've been to Owasso a bunch.
Yeah, did anything stand out whenever you come here? Obviously, we've seen Shake Milton on this court. We've seen some great players.
Yeah.
Dan Lindblad's been on this court a time or two. What stands out to you?
There have certainly been a lot of great players here. Josh Proctor and the stiff arm, that actually happened at a scrimmage at Union. That thing went viral, and that is a vivid
going
memory
viral
for
every
me.
year.
Yeah. The whole Dylan Bundy experience, they didn't actually win the state title. Broken Arrow beat them in the title game, but his senior season and how he mowed down 18 or 19 guys every single time out, the ERA was almost nothing. That's certainly a memory. But I think number one for me, Nathan Mitchum. He was a young man who was a team manager, loved the game of basketball, and we knew he would get a chance to play at some point if they had a big enough lead. This place was completely packed. Not only did he play, my man got on a heater. As I remember, scored about 12 points. You know, everybody rushed the floor afterwards, lifted him up on their shoulders. It was one of the most
Incredible.
special moments I have ever been a part of in high school athletics.
The rebound. Dude, rebound.
It was like, wow, I knew he can do it. He got to show everyone that he can play ball, no matter what his disability is.
Hey, all about the people in here for me.
All right, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. That was a great memory, and Owasso has given us so many great players, great memories, and obviously here in this community, what this athletic department has been able to do, especially in the last couple of decades, it's been pretty special.
Yeah, no, thanks to Owasso High School for hosting us and opening the doors and kind of letting us tell their history a little bit.
Yeah, Zach Duffield, Bill Blankenship, Larry Turner, everybody involved. Thank you so much. You guys rolled out the red carpet and have been great. That'll do it for the program. For Dan, Caden, join us next month.